Welcome to the world of Regressor Instruction Manual, where the title page sets the stage for a thrilling journey ahead. The vibe is all about martial arts, regression, and a dash of mystery. The page opens with an enthusiastic ooh-ooch from a character whose upper face is hidden, but you can see his sparkling brown hair. It's like he's just discovered something super cool. The mystery man is still keeping his identity under wraps, but hey, we get a glimpse of his stylish collar and snazzy jacket, which is enough to keep us intrigued. The scene shifts, and we see Hyunsung, a determined-looking young man carrying a box, marching through an area with trees and wooden structures. It's like he's on a mission, and the atmosphere is lively. As the plot thickens, various individuals are scattered around, munching on food and chatting. The atmosphere feels relaxed, almost like a picnic, but with a hint of something brewing in the background. The setting continues with the characters lounging around, enjoying the evening. The ambiance is serene, and we get a sense of camaraderie among the group. Hyunsung and a couple of buddies seem amazed by the place they've discovered. They marvel at the hidden gem, wondering how such a cool spot was found. It's like they've stumbled upon a secret hideout. Hyunsung's companion, whose face is still a mystery, casually claims he found the place by accident. But there's a sneaky suspicion he knew about it all along. Secrets, secrets. A new face appears, rushing towards Hyunsung with excitement. There's an air of familiarity as she calls out to him, welcoming him back with open arms. The warm reunion is in full swing. The cheerful greeter, Miss Jihye, is all smiles as she welcomes Hyunsung. Her bubbly personality lights up the page, and she's ready to greet the newcomers with enthusiasm. Hyunsung's mysterious pal notices Miss Jihye's friendly nature and wonders who she is. There's a sense of curiosity and intrigue surrounding her, adding to the plot's unfolding layers. Miss Jihye, utilizing her mind's eye, assesses Hyunsung's crew, trying to make sense of the new faces. The moment is intense as she tries to read them, setting the stage for some revelations. The plot thickens as Hyunsung explains that these new faces are guests who will be staying at the shelter. The mystery continues, and we're all ears for what's next. Miss Jihye is deep in thought, her curiosity piqued by the newcomers. There is a hint of magic as she uses her mind's eye, unveiling her own status details in a dazzling flash. Miss Jihye's status is revealed, showing she's an egotistical ambitionist with no class. Hyunsung Oppa seems to be the center of attention as a young lady gushes over him, calling him cute. Another character wonders if Hyunsung is really the one they're thinking of, adding an air of mystery to his identity. Meanwhile, the stats of a female character are revealed to be less than impressive, labeled as trash despite her intelligence being rare. As tensions rise, a character questions the validity of the overall ratings, expressing frustration. The scene shifts to a group introduction, where Park Deokgu, Lee Kyung, and Jung Hyun reveal their names. The atmosphere turns tense as the interactions between Jung Hyun and another woman hint at underlying conflict. The focus shifts to Park Deokgu's physical prowess being judged, contrasting with Jung Hyun's perceived weakness. Despite these evaluations, Deokgu is recognized for capturing monsters. The scene opens with a girl, her face partially obscured, expressing mild surprise, perhaps reacting to something unexpected. Her hair is a striking shade of auburn, and she wears a casual black top. A young man with dark, slightly tousled hair responds, "Is that so?" suggesting a conversation filled with intrigue. Next up, we see the man fully, standing confidently with a staff in hand. His attire is casual, with a black shirt and a light-colored jacket. The vibe is mysterious, as if he's sizing up the situation or preparing for something. The focus shifts to his footwear, a pair of white sneakers, basic yet practical, hinting at the journey or activities ahead. The girl returns to the scene, now fully visible, exuding an aura of joy with a background filled with playful patterns. She cheerfully declares, "Well, anyway," suggesting she's ready to move on or address the group. Continuing her introduction, the girl warmly states, "It's a pleasure to meet you, everyone." Her smile is captivating, and she offers to guide them to their resting areas, showing her role as a leader or caretaker. Transitioning to the outdoors, the group is gathered. The living areas are divided by gender, and a young woman named Hyun is instructed to follow Hyunsung. Another character, Hyunsung, acknowledges the arrangement, adding a sense of order and familiarity. The girl, with a mischievous yet friendly expression, asks someone named Kyung to be nice to her, using the term oppa, which indicates an informal, friendly relationship. There is a sudden shift as the man reflects. This woman, perhaps he's recognizing something unique or familiar about her. Dark, intense panels reveal the man's internal thoughts or memories, with various expressions, showcasing a mix of amusement and cunning. Returning to lighthearted banter, the man responds to the girl's request with a playful smile, mirroring her words, "Yes, be nice to me too." The exchange suggests a budding camaraderie or mutual understanding. The man has an epiphany, realizing she's the same type as me, hinting at shared traits or personalities, adding depth to their interaction. The scene shifts to the man turning away, perhaps contemplating or preparing for what's next. A group of people, possibly villagers, notice the newcomers with excitement. They seem relieved, seeing them as heroes or protectors. Amidst the cheers, a character with glasses joins in the enthusiasm, emphasizing the group's impact on their lives. Somewhere in the background, a character exclaims with surprise, adding to the chaos and excitement. The atmosphere turns hopeful as the crowd acknowledges the arrival of the heroes, feeling safe and secure. The man, amidst the buzz, reflects on his role, perhaps feeling overwhelmed or uncertain about his place. Night turns to day, with the group resting peacefully, enveloped in a serene setting, ready for the day's challenges. The man awakens, greeted by someone asking if he slept well, setting a positive tone for the day. The exchange continues as the person reassures him of their well-being. Hyun-sung seems to be deep in thought as he mutters his own name, contemplating the situation at hand. There is a guy with a shadowy face looking all serious as he adjusts his jacket, saying he noticed something yesterday. Hyun-sung is diving into some pretty intense talk, pointing out that there aren't many able-bodied fighters around and questioning how this place is being kept up. There's some real talk happening here, as the circumstances aren't looking too hot right now. The struggle is real, as the group is running low on rations and water, and things aren't looking good. Adding to the chaos, there's a lack of manpower, and about 30 extra folks need taken care of. Hyun-sung is back in the scene, discussing the growing burden with another shadowy character, who might be the same one from before. There's a sense of urgency as the rations are running low and monsters are lurking, making it a tough time. More people than expected are becoming a burden, and it's causing quite the stress. Hyun-sung's eyes widen, clearly taken aback by the revelation. Hyun-sung stands firm, declaring that the people aren't a burden despite the struggle. But hold on, because there's another character who bluntly disagrees, saying they are a burden. The debate continues with the character revealing has not a volunteer, adding to the tension. Hyun-sung is silent, caught in the middle of this heated discussion. Someone is addressing Hyung-nim with concern, wondering if they're considering leaving the situation. Hyun-sung reassures them that's not the plan. The trio stands under the open sky, with Hyun-sung insisting that lingering around won't bring any benefits. Hyun-sung seems lost in thought, gazing at the ground. Hyun-sung gazes into the darkness, pondering the weight of the situation. In this intense moment, we catch a glimpse of a character with piercing blue eyes, contemplating deeply. What's brewing in that mind, you wonder? Just when you think he's about to spill the tea, he cuts in with a but. Talk about keeping us on the edge. Then, two characters emerge from the glowing light, pledging to fight alongside our blue-eyed mystery man. Even the blurred guy gets a shout-out. That blurred character seems to be included in this camaraderie, too. Everyone's getting their moment in the sun. And here's a polite acknowledgement, a simple thank you. But who's thanking whom? Hyun-sung's name drops into the convo. Apparently, someone has a rough idea about what he's thinking. Spoiler alert, survival and escape are on the agenda. This charming fellow empathizes with Hyun-sung, really digging into his psyche, but he's quick to note he's not quite the same. His confession continues, revealing a personality that steers clear of self-sacrifice and group dynamics. Not your typical team player. He goes further, embracing the selfish label. Honesty is the best policy, right? A full view reveals the contemplative stance of our honest guy. Deep thoughts, deep breaths. Another character nods in understanding. There's a mutual acknowledgement here, folks. Assurance comes next. Our understanding man is sure the other has desires. Intriguing. Ah, the moment of realization. We're about to dive deeper into this psyche. Now, a shift in inner thoughts. Will Hunsung demand self-sacrifice for the greater good? Our guy wonders. But surprise, understanding, not demand, seems to be the response. Plot twist. A cryptic statement follows. Then he'll say this: the suspense is real. Hyunsung's plans are on the table, and the mysterious character wants a piece of the action. Teamwork makes the dream work. There's a consensus. We would like to partake. A partnership proposal, perhaps? Side by side, these two characters share a moment. The energy is palpable. Can't let you hog all the benefits. A cheeky reminder that collaboration is key. And that's a wrap from Midnight. Welcome to the world of Regressor Instruction Manual, where Hunsung Cease future plans are the center of attention. Our story begins with a mysterious conversation between two characters in the shadows. As the conversation unfolds, one of the characters expresses their wish to be included in Hyunsung's plans, hinting at a deeper connection or motive. The conversation takes a philosophical turn, discussing two choices: attack and survival. The characters reflect on a strange notification that suggested these choices. A surreal flashback reveals that only those who conquer the tutorial can go to the continent. The qualification is survival, but the real question is how to achieve it. The character, with a calm demeanor, states that choosing survival is practically impossible unless you gather non-combatant survivors and monopolize resources. The philosophical discussion continues, suggesting that even non-combatants will eventually face starvation if not eaten by monsters first. The scene shifts to a darker tone, illustrating the dire consequences of survival without attacking, eventual starvation. A reflective moment follows, questioning if this inevitable conclusion is something everyone can deduce. Hunsung, deep in thought, seems well aware of the grim reality, understanding what's being implied. A subtle smile hints at an awareness of the situation, and perhaps under the ethereal glow of the moon, two figures stand in alliance. One suggests, let's work well together, setting the stage for a partnership that is more than meets the eye. As the truth unfolds, one admits, I was just trying to get along with you since you're a regressor, revealing a layer of intention behind the facade of friendship. His counterpart, with a smile that hides secrets, responds, same goes for me. This mutual understanding hints at strategic collaboration. The moonlight casts shadows on the face of one character, signaling a change in demeanor and perhaps intentions. He reflects on his perceived lack of strength, pondering why the other might still consider him valuable. Maybe, just maybe, his counterpart sees potential usefulness, like someone with analytical skills or administrative expertise. As the scene shifts, we're thrown into a realm where mist and eerie blue light reveal lurking creatures. Suddenly, chaos erupts as monstrous beings charge forth, their guttural cries filling the air. A blurred figure leaps into action, showcasing bravery amidst the onslaught of creatures. One beast meets a swift end, its cry cut short as the battle intensifies. Another creature calls for assistance, revealing the fierce camaraderie among the monsters. Amidst the chaos, one character acknowledges his ally, Deoku, readying himself for the next move. With determination, he declares, "I'll go," plunging into the fray with resolve. His ally, with sword in hand, charges forward, each step echoing with courage. A question mark looms as the tension peaks. What could be next? With skill, the character delivers a powerful strike, slicing through the air with precision. A creature falls, its form outlined against the light, marking another victory in the intense battle. Hyunsung is in the thick of battle, slashing through with his sword. The energy around him is electric, painted in shades of blue, hinting at some serious action. From the sidelines, someone with a slick pair of glasses and an ornate fan is watching. This dude seems pretty chill, and his mind's eye is giving him good vibes about Hunsung's performance. Hyunsung, still in the zone, is strategizing the next move. His ally, with fan in hand, seems to be planning a tactical maneuver, ready to block some incoming trouble. Ah, the suspense! In a shadowy ambiance, a dude with a rugged look seems taken aback as he mentions a class. He's all like, "What did I even do to help?" clearly doubting himself, while his buddy tries to reassure him. The second dude, with an effortlessly cool aura, places a comforting hand on the rugged guy's shoulder, telling him not to sweat it. He says, "Don't fret too much. It'll open for us soon as well." As the conversation continues, the self-doubting guy wonders out loud about his contribution. Meanwhile, the cool dude insists it would have been hard to get there without him. Such bromance. Then bam, a magical screen pops up out of nowhere, showcasing a variety of classes: warrior, archer, magician, and the rare commander. The cool guy is all thrilled, saying, "Nice, that was faster than I thought." His eyes are locked on the commander class, which has him super intrigued. Finally, he's left pondering commander with a curious look, wondering what this rare class could mean for their journey. Picture this: a buff warrior ready to rumble, holding his weapon like he's posing for a medieval Instagram pic. Warriors are essential for party life, but hey, they might not be the most efficient. But don't worry, they can adapt to a variety of melee weapons. Plus, there's room for growth into classes like barbarian, knight, or cavalry. Just a little endurance and strength sprinkle, and voila. The archer class enters the stage, looking sharp and ready to shoot arrows like Cupid on Valentine's Day. Archers are long-range attackers with bow skills that could change classes into stealthy assassin or unlock spirit archer abilities. Dexterity gets a boost here, folks. For now, these options aren't too shabby. Here comes the magician class, twirling magic like they own Hogwarts. Magicians get a crash course in magic knowledge and can branch out into black magician or summoner. Magic power takes a leap of 3 points, but our guy here is scratching his head about his point count. Who's next? A commander. This class is more brains than brawn, giving orders from the back lines and with a wider field of view. Intelligence gets a nifty point boost. There's some chatter about unlocking classes and the rare commander appearing. Hyun Sung seems intrigued by the commander class, pondering its benefits. As the conversation flows, we see the excitement in the air. Someone thinks commander class might be a sweet deal, but there's a hint of doubt. Could it be a trap card? The vibe is like a game night debate over whether to pick the riskier character. Amidst the discussion, a guy yells, "K, Hyungnim, commander," like he's hyping up a rock star. There's chatter on whether the commander vibe is right, with banter about strategy skills or lack thereof. A funny moment where someone admits they're closer to a scammer than a strategist, adding a dash of humor to the class selection chaos. Looks like there's a bit of a debate going on here. Someone's claiming that there isn't much to gain from something, while another mysterious figure with a blurred face seems to be pondering their options. Oh, the conversation heats up with talk of classes raising stats by 3 right off the bat. Our main guy wonders if he's being discouraged, and the tension is real. Drama alert. Sub is shouting that Hyungnim is a commander, not once but twice, definitely trying to drive a point home there. Here we go. The debate continues. Someone thinks Kyung would make a great archer, while Sub is still on the commander train. Sub's still yelling about Hyungnim being a commander, and even wants to be commanded. Sounds like he's ready for some action. The argument is heating up with a strong emphasis on Hyungnim's traits. Sub's getting fired up, and the other guy looks over it. Our characters are now in cute chibi form, still battling it out between archer and commander. It's adorable and intense. These chibi characters are back at it, not backing down from their claims. The debate is real: archer or commander. The archer argument seems to be gaining some traction, but Sub's not having it. He's all in with commander. Sub's determined to break down commander into syllables. That dude is not giving up anytime soon. Whoa, intense stare-off happening here between the two debaters, with our main character caught in the middle. Our main guy looks amused but confused, with both sides yelling commander and archer. What's a guy gotta do? The fiery duo continues their argument, with our main guy contemplating his options. It's decision time. Here come the visuals. The classes are laid out. Archer offers long-range attacks, magician brings magic power, and commander boosts intelligence. More detailed class info. The commander is rare and strategic, with intelligence boosts. Choices. Choices. Our main guy takes a moment to reflect on the best choice for him. The suspense is palpable. Decision time. Will he go for the commander class? Looks like he's ready to press yes. Boom. The scene opens with a guy bathed in sparkling lights and his buddies watching intently. One of them blurts out, "Oh, what? Did it work?" The suspense is real, y'all. Next, the tension ramps up as the group shouts out to Kyung, who's clearly the center of attention. Everyone's wondering if he pulled off the magic trick. More frantic yelling ensues. Someone calls out to the Hyung Nim and commander. They're pulling out all the stops, hoping for some clarity. Looks like things are getting heated as the group continues to shout. Commander! Archer! They cry out, their voices full of urgency. One of the characters, eyes wide open, desperately asks, Which one? Which one did you pick? This choice must be a biggie. The page is left with some ominous text, teasing us about what's to come. It's all suspense, folks. Credits roll with a shout-out to the Midnight Studio team. Props to the creators for keeping us on the edge. Our story kicks off with Lee Ki-young, who seems to be in a world where choosing your class is as serious as picking your major in college. Has being grilled about whether he's a commander or an archer, but our dude's got something else up his sleeve. We see Ki-young standing face-to-face with two blurred figures, probably trying to figure out if they're about to befriend him or challenge him to a duel. Ki-young looking a bit spaced out there, but hold up, he's about to drop some major class selection knowledge. As if flashing back to a mystical PowerPoint presentation, the class options appear before Ki-young. What's it gonna be? Archer? Commander? Nah, he's setting the stage for something magical. Drumroll, please. Ki-young reveals his decision. With a mysterious vibe and a sprinkle of magical aura, he declares, I'm a magician. Talk about pulling a rabbit out of the hat. The blurred figures seem puzzled by Ki-young's choice. They're like, bro, you should be a commander. But Ki-young's got his reasons. One of the dudes is like, why magician though? Ki-young's reasoning, felt like it. Sometimes you just gotta go with the flow. The figures aren't convinced. They're like, there's gotta be a reason you ain't an archer, fam. Ki-young's about to break it down. Ki-young's thinking deep thoughts. He's not into using his body, so commander ain't his jam. But wait, the magician class has a sweet bonus. The commander class seems enticing, but it only gives a tiny stat boost. The magician class, on the other hand, packs a punch with intelligence points. Ki-young reveals his stats. High intelligence, 0 magic power, but he's got a plan to boost that magic power like a boss. With the magician class benefits, Ki-young's magic power skyrockets by 3 points. Who knew choosing a class could feel so rewarding? Ki-young's mind is buzzing with new magical knowledge. It's like he's stacking a tower of magical wisdom, brick by brick. Feeling the magic in the air, Ki-young ponders trying something new. Status window, activate. The status window. We're diving into some serious skill talk here, folks. The screen is lit up with stats like dexterity, stamina, and intelligence, all measured on this fancy hexagonal chart. Looks like someone's gaming skills are under the microscope. The overall rating is in, and it's just okay. But hey, getting a class is something to applaud. It's not easy feeling the magic power with Lee Ki-young's talent. This evaluation is a mix of hope and reality check. Magic power is up by 3, which is something to cheer for. But a word of caution, don't expect a magical growth spurt, or you might be in for some major disappointment. Player Lee Ki-young, what a roller coaster. Despite the lukewarm evaluation, there's a silver lining. Lee Ki-young, with his low expectations, finds solace in the fact that it's not all bad. Sometimes, a little progress can go a long way. Our mystery character, with a blurred face, stands illuminated in a sparkly aura. Rocking a casual outfit and a determined posture, he seems ready to take on whatever comes his way. We've got some character interaction going on. Someone's asking Deoku if he's chosen a class, while another character lies on the ground, perhaps pondering his life choices. Deoku's having a moment. He's torn between becoming a shield warrior or a priest, and he's not sure which path to take. Decisions. The pressure's on. Two characters, with faces hidden, firmly suggest the shield warrior path. They seem pretty adamant about this choice. Deoku's still pondering, but now he's considering the perks of being a priest. His face is full of question marks. Literally. The shield warrior verdict is in. Both mysterious characters echo the suggestion, clearly convinced that this is the way to go. Amidst a glowing backdrop, Deoku stands, phone in hand, ready to make his decision. This moment is all about choosing the right path. Deoku's decision time. His companions are eager to know if he's finally made his choice. The suspense is building. One of the companions, with a blurred face, waits expectantly for Deoku's answer. Their posture is relaxed, yet curious. Boom! Deoku's got his shield, embracing the shield warrior role with gusto, has ready to protect and serve. With the shield in hand, Deoku's all set. His transformation into a shield warrior is complete. Deoku, now officially a shield warrior, beams with pride. He's ready to take on the world, shield in hand. His companions are thrilled with his choice. The scene opens with a heartfelt congratulation from one character to two others, standing amidst what appears to be a gathering of supplies. It's a moment of camaraderie, perhaps signaling a victory or achievement. As the conversation continues, one of them suggests heading back, implying they've completed their task or discussion. Before they leave, the logistics of distributing food rations come into play, showing the practical side of their responsibilities. Another character insists that 2 bags are sufficient for them, demonstrating a selfless attitude amidst possibly scarce resources. There's a slight hesitation, with a character expressing concern or surprise, but the focus remains on sharing resources. The resolve is clear. Feeding others takes priority, as one character firmly instructs to go and feed people. The atmosphere is tense, depicted by a close-up of a character holding onto a ration bag tightly. The scene changes to a survivor camp, revealing the broader context of their situation. People are resting, perhaps exhausted by the circumstances. Conversations at the camp highlight impatience and hunger, with mentions of Hyunsung, who seems to be a key figure to the group. As the interaction unfolds, there's a casual exchange about waiting and the hope for Hyunsung's quick return with food. Characters at the camp engage in small talk, reflecting their situation, while one considers sharing their food despite having taken only a few bites. There is a moment of generosity, as one character agrees to share the food, indicating a strong sense of community. The focus shifts to another character, watching someone offers food to a kneeling person named Hayoung. The giver seems to be mocking Hayoung, referring to them as a glutton. Continuing the banter, they hand food to Hayoung, addressing them as someone who doesn't work and just begs. The atmosphere turns tense. With a cruel twist, the giver throws food at Hayoung, who appears shocked and somewhat desperate, illustrating the harsh nature of the exchange. The scene intensifies as the food is scattered around Hayoung, who scrambles on the floor, showcasing the dire situation. Hayoung seems to be left to gather the food fragments, while a cheerful character, Jihye, encourages the process, showing an unsettlingly lighthearted side. As the dust settles, a group approaches. One of the characters notices them and exclaims, "Oh," indicating a shift in focus. A girl notices the approaching group, and her expression shifts to surprise. Something significant is about to happen. The heroes return, holding bags, and there's a sense of admiration and relief among the waiting people. Hyunsung is recognized as a hero. Hansung's arrival is met with enthusiasm, and people praise him for bringing food, hinting at his leadership and resourcefulness. Hyunsung hands the bags to the others, acknowledging Deoku and Kyung's effort. They eagerly take the bags, showing teamwork. The group prepares to depart with the supplies, with Hyunsung planning to leave for more work, showing his dedication. Deoku, in high spirits, jokes with Kyung, suggesting he should rest. Their camaraderie is evident. Kyung, though silent, seems to be contemplating as Deoku continues his playful antics. Deoku's teasing reaches a peak, and Kyung reacts, maintaining his composure. Amidst the golden hues of the woods, there's a bit of a scuffle. Someone's yelling, "Eh, hey!" with urgency, like they just spotted something out of place or someone trying to pull a fast one. Next, we see a dude with brown hair, looking all kinds of frantic, clinging onto a piece of fabric as if his life depended on it. He's like, "Are you really not going to share?" He's clearly in disbelief, probably thinking, "Come on, man, don't be stingy." Okay, meet another character with luscious brown locks, gazing ahead with determination. You can tell by the look in his eyes, he means business. As these two walk away, one of them, probably the one who's not too keen on sharing, is making it clear that they're not about that charity life. "I already told you. We're not volunteers," he says, setting the record straight. But our persistent friend isn't backing down easy. He's like, "That's right, but still, you won't look good in the eyes of others," trying to appeal to the other guy's sense of reputation. The brown-haired guy, now with blurred face, has his own philosophy. If they want to eat, they should at least grab a sword and go out. Tough love, huh? Has pondering the true intention behind their visit. Maybe it's to light a fire under these folks and get them motivated. Maybe the reason why Kim Hyun-sung brought us here is because he wanted to motivate them. Jump to a scene where Lee Ji-hye, the boss lady, is handing out food to a group of people sitting around. It's like she's saying, "Oh my, thank you," with a sprinkle of gratitude. Ah, Lee Ji-hye, sparkly-eyed and grateful. She's all about that appreciation life, and it's clear she's got some influence around here. Lee Ji-hye is the name, and managing operations is her game. While Kim Hyun-sung is away, she runs the show her own way, like a true queen bee. A glance at Lee Ji-hye in her regal setting, between the strong and weak types, she sits on a throne, crowned and commanding respect. When Kim Hyun-sung isn't around, Lee Ji-hye rules the roost, calling the shots and ensuring everything runs smoothly. That's how it is, folks. Lee Ji-hye, the real MVP when Kim Hyun-sung is away, ensuring the gears keep turning. And here's Mr. Serious with the brown hair again, looking all contemplative, pondering the scene before him. There's a couple looking all kinds of happy, probably relieved and grateful for the presence of Lee Ji-hye and her leadership. People are laughing, sharing some bread, and generally having a good time. It's like a scene from a sitcom, complete with hearty laughter. But hold up, there's a new face, with blurred features, looking a bit lost or maybe confused. Could be an interesting twist on the horizon. Mr. Brown Hair is back, looking a bit curious or maybe concerned as he sees something unusual happening. Another character with a blurred face is sitting down amidst the warm glow of the scene, contributing to the mysterious vibe. With panic in the air, the group seems to be in a hurry, fearing monsters might strike again. Our boy in the hoodie urges everyone to move fast, especially calling out Jung Hyun for being slow. The poor girl looks stressed, and even more so when she's reminded of their survival quota, because no quota means no food, folks. Jung Hyun feels the pressure, and she apologizes for her sluggishness. It's clear that the stakes are high. No quota, no chow, got it? Meanwhile, someone notices how Hyun is treated by others, and we're left wondering what's going on in his mind. Someone's calling out to Jung Hyun, and she seems a bit startled. The mysterious figure appears to be pondering something about Hyun. With a slight smirk, our mysterious bro seems to have gathered some intel about Hyun's public perception. He's got that look, like he's cooking up a plan. Now the plot thickens. Our mysterious dude summons Deokgu with a simple Deokgu, and the reply comes back with a yes. Deokgu is asked if he remembers meeting Jung Hyun yesterday, and the conversation hints at some past assistance. A surprise! A package is handed over, and Deokgu's tasked to deliver it to Hyun, while also keeping tabs on her. Deokgu is a bit confused and asks why the sudden interest in Hyun, but the mysterious guy seems to have his reasons. Deokgu's reaction is priceless. His cheeks are all flushed like he just saw his crush, and he's all ah with a heart popping out. A blurred face chuckles, clearly understanding the situation. "Leave it to me," he says, taking on the mission with a spring in his step. Hyun seems to be having a moment of reflection, her eyes showing a mix of emotions. Poor Hyun, she's holding something tight, and you can almost feel the weight of her worries. The stress is real, folks. Mystery Dude seems genuine, expressing empathy for Hyun's loneliness and struggles. He wants to support her, claiming they're the only ones who can help. Continuing his heartfelt speech, he's grateful to be there for Hyun during her hard times. The guy's got smooth words. Let's see how this pans out. His words ooze trustworthiness, assuring Hyun she can rely on him. He's got that friendly vibe, but is there more beneath the surface? Suddenly, a shout comes, interrupting the moment. Someone's calling out "yo" to Hyun. Deokgu is seen. Our man here is caught off guard, clutching his bag tightly as he senses someone lurking in the shadows. With an expression that screams, "I've got a bad feeling about this," his eyes dart to the side, trying to make sense of the situation. The scene shifts to a hand offering something, but the face is a mystery, leaving us all in suspense. What's going on here? A girl with striking red hair is seen questioning the mysterious offering. It's bread, and who can resist a good loaf, am I right? The girl accepts the bread with a blush, giving a heartfelt neltmast. Thank you to her gray-haired benefactor. It's a wholesome moment amidst all the tension. Back to the mysterious vibe, we see a shadowy figure with piercing eyes, almost like they've got a sixth sense. A simple, "wait," escapes their lips. The figure turns, a hint of confusion on their face as they try to piece together the unfolding mystery. What's caught their attention? We're back to the gray-haired guy, his eyes twinkling with mischief. He's got a grin that says, "Oh, what's this now?" With a cheeky grin, he asks, "What's with that punk?" Clearly, something